Hello, 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 world. This is your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, Louise Hicks. Hope everybody is doing well. And I would like for you to also go to my YouTube channel, Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. My channel is Aim to Purpose Radio. That's AIMED, the number 2, Purpose Radio. Subscribe. There's lots of content out there that's elevational and will inspire you to live your best life. And I want to share a video with you because I was disturbed by what this teacher, a young teacher, 22 years of age, is giving advice to parents because they're not parenting their children. And I'm not surprised by what she's saying because this is something I've said on some of my podcasts as well about parenting, and the grandparents are raising these children of these parents because they don't want to be parents. They're having these children, but they're not raising these children. So I want to share with you this video. And again, I'm Louise Hicks. I'm the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Go to my YouTube channel, AIMED, AIMED, the number 2, Purpose Radio. Subscribe, leave your comments. Check out some of the content there because it is elevational and it helps to empower you spiritually, economically, emotionally, intellectually, physically, socially, mentally. And that's what we need. We all should be striving to live our best life, and we should be raising our children. So I want you to listen to this video. It's about 9 minutes, and then I'll give you some thoughts about it briefly as well. So let me share it with you. Give me a moment here, and I'm going to share this video. Let me share my screen here, and give me a moment here because this young lady has a lot to say and she's on point about what she is saying here. So let's take a listen here.
Child is in pre-K to elementary school.
Let's start it from the beginning here. Here we go.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit, and mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughter singing Pound Town? And it's just really, it's upsetting. And I feel so bad. And I've watched different techniques, soft skills, soft parenting, gentle parenting. I'm patient. I don't yell. I'll say, hey, let's regroup. If you guys need 5 minutes, let's do some breathing. Your kids are telling me to shut up. You guys' kids are saying, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. You're not my mom. They're putting they're hitting each other and hitting other kids. You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. It's not that bad. Well, at least she was in the class. At least. It's all these excuses. Y'all come in and you're more worried about what's going on your Instagram and TikTok feed versus being a parent. Be a fucking parent. You guys are horrible fucking parents. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but this generation of some of the mom, not all, but majority that I've dealt with kids that are between the ages of 5 and 4 and 3, you guys don't parent your children at all. They have no basic comprehension skills. They can't sit still. No attention span. They're hitting people. They can't talk. They can't communicate. They don't even know how to say, like, I want to go to the bathroom. If you ask them a question, they're rude, nasty, horrible attitudes at 5. And they want to hear Pound Town. What are you guys doing with your kids? What are you guys literally doing with your kids? Because I have never in my life experienced something so horrible. I literally don't even want to teach ballet to you guys' kids anymore because they are so hard to work and deal with. And I literally see why the teachers are quitting and your kids are getting expelled and kicked out, because it is literally no way that this is happening and you guys don't see any issue with it. I tell you, your kid hit someone and you're saying, well, what the fuck did the little bitch do to my daughter to make her want to hit? Nothing. Literally nothing. Your daughter just decides she wants to put her hands on people and you don't correct her. You're yelling at me, asking me, why does she feel like she wants to hit? What parenting is happening? You guys are worried about seafood boils and dates and fucking like partying and being a hot mom. You guys are shitty moms and it needs a change. Stop listening to Sexy Red around your children. Talk to your kid, interact with them, teach them, listen to them. Teach them to respect authority. Don't say you don't have to listen to anyone unless they're me. Your kids are so horrible and hard to deal with, and I'm blaming the parents because they have horrible guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be a change. And I'm asking, can somebody's mom stitch me and say like what the holdup is? What is the issue? Why are you listening to raunchy music around your kids? Why is it that you have to deal with certain people and be rude about it? Why can nobody correct your kid or help them get on a better track? And why do you guys approve and applaud bad behavior? Why? Because I'm telling you, all the teachers that are good and have genuine interest in building your kid, I want to help them. I want to help these little girls realize that they are precious, that they have purpose, that they're beautiful, that they're smart and intelligent, and that they can be somebody. Not, I don't want to see little 5-year-olds trying to twerk to Pound Town. And you guys think that it's cute. And I'm coming on here because it needs to be a change. So please tell me, as an educator, a teacher, and I'm just a ballet teacher. I'm not a regular trained institutional teacher. I'm teaching 5-year-olds ballet, and these are all the problems starting now, and it's no change happening. So what needs to be done and happen to fix this issue? Please, somebody tell me, somebody make it make sense, because I'm telling you, I'm this close to quitting and saying I'd never want to work with people's kids again, because this has been the most horrible experience. I've never dealt with an experience like this. Listening to raunchy music around your kids needs to stop. Applauding bad behavior needs to stop. Not giving your kid your attention but throwing an iPad at them or a tablet because you don't want a parent needs to stop. I'm coming on here and I'm begging you guys, I'm asking you to really please make a change. Make a change. Your kids' lives are depending on it for y'all to make a change. Please make a change.
Parents, did you hear this, young lady? Please make a change. Make a change. Make a change. Here's a 22-year-old educating you about your children. And she's giving you some tips on how to parent. And she doesn't say that she's a parent, so I'm taking it that she's not a parent. And she's telling you how to raise your children because you're not being a parent. And it sounds like you might be single mothers because she said the mother came up and what the mother was saying. So it appears that maybe there's not a father. I'm not saying because I don't know for sure. But she mentions about partying, the parents partying, just throwing an iPad in their children's face all the time. And that's what they do because they don't want to be parents. And I've given shows on this about grandparents raising their children because the parents don't want to be parents. Many of them are strung out on drugs. They might be dead. They might be alcoholics. I mean, this is sad, and particularly in our Black community. And that's why I do what I do at 72, because where's the change and when is it going to come? When is it? You have a 5-year-old twerking. What kind of parent are you? And here's a 22-year-old that's educating you on how to parent and saying she's sick of your children. And it's not all parents because there are some decent parents that are millennials because these parents may be millennial parents. I'm not sure, but that sounds like what it might be. So what are you teaching your children? What are you teaching yourself? Why aren't you reading with your children? Why aren't you talking to your children about investing, about etiquette? I mean, it is sad when you hear this young lady and she's pleading for your help and she's thinking about quitting. She's doing more for your children than you are. How sad is that? It is sad. And you need to stop and think about what you're doing to these children. You're bringing these children into the world and you're not parenting them. You're not giving them guidance. You're not using your GPS, your God guided system. It's sad. It's really sad and it's pathetic. So think about what you're doing to your children. Every word this 22-year-old is speaking I have spoken some of the same words when I've talked about some of my podcasts with these children, grandparents raising the children. And some of the grandparents are just as bad as the parent. Truth be told, it's sad, but it's true. They're not helping these grandchildren either, some of these grandparents. So, what are you doing? The solution for her would be don't teach the kids that parents are coming up disrespecting you, because it's about disrespecting you. The children are disrespecting you, and then the parents come in and disrespect you. So give to the children that want to learn. That's a solution. If they don't want to learn, don't have them in your class. You don't have to take that. Don't have them in your class. Don't have a parents coming up disrespecting you like that and not valuing you. A lack of trust in you to handle their kids when they are not parenting. And here you are 22, and some of these parents may be older than you, and you're teaching them and educating them on how to parent their children and giving them tips like, why are you listening to raunchy music with your children, teaching your children how to work, and you think that's cute. Well, it's not cute. And applauding the bad behavior of your children and the lack of attention to your children because you're too busy thinking about partying and having a good time rather than spending loving time with your children and handing them an iPad and say, oh, here, take this because I don't have time for you. Well, you should have thought about that before you had your children, if you thought you didn't have time for them. And where are the fathers in these kids' lives? That's why it's so important for us as Black people. We need that family structure with parents that are providing, protecting, and giving to their children what they need, which is support, love, nurturing. You need that. And I pray that we will start doing that. We have to start doing something to protect our children and love our children, support our children. And that's not love, parents, when you do what this young lady is saying. So think about it. And again, I'm Louise Hicks, and I don't need to say any more because she said it all. I'm the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, where I come on every Sunday. Sometimes I have guests, and I'm just disgusted with what this young 22-year-old has to go through and is going through. So she needs to just not teach those kids. That's the solution. And she's giving you some tips on how to parent. So take a lesson, educate yourselves, start paying attention to your children. That's important. When you had them, you should have thought about what it is to be a parent. Do some research, do some due diligence, educate yourself, and stop all of this bad behavior because you're influencing your children to grow up and be just like you unless they have someone else to mentor them. And I'm Louise Hicks, the host again of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Go to my YouTube channel. I do have my YouTube channel, which is aimed, AIMED, the number 2, Purpose Radio. That's Aim to Purpose Radio. My website is www.louisehicks.com. It gives you all of my social media outlets, Instagram, LinkedIn, my Facebook presence, and Twitter, well, now known as X. And check out some of my content because it is inspiring. And a lot of you are listening to a lot of these podcasts that do nothing to benefit you. And you follow that nonsense, that NS and BS. So parents, please listen to this young lady because one day you will be sorry, believe me. Just wait until that 5-year-old grows up and they start punching you out. or maybe take you out. They may even delete you out. So you better start thinking about what you're doing and how you're not raising these children. It's sad. And I'm with her. It's totally sad because you have to realize your power lies within you. There's an internal trainer that's within you that you need to start thinking about and using your critical thinking skills. Common sense should tell you, why are you going up here disrespecting someone who is looking after your children? And you're not protecting your children. You're not teaching them anything. No respect, no trust, no value for this teacher who is giving up her time to help your children. And it is sad and it's disgusting because you're not a parent. You gave birth, and that's about it. And as a 72-year-old, I have 3 children and 1 granddaughter, Nija. Hi, Nija. And it's no way that my children would have done what you're doing, that I would have allowed that as a parent. And I've been a single parent before too. So it's no excuse for it. As she said, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. You can go to YouTube University and look up parenting skills and learn how to do some parenting instead of you out here twerking and doing all these things that when you should be teaching your children some etiquette. It's sad. They need you. You gave birth to these children. Think about what you're doing to them. You're ruining their lives before they even have an opportunity to live. And that's sad. So take a lesson. And I always tell my audience, your power lies within you. Let it loose because your destiny is your command. And you are the influencer of your children. And where are the fathers? Fathers, come to the rescue. We need you. We need our family structure back. And again, I'm Louise Hicks, the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. I am a motivational speaker. I am a coach. I am a businesswoman who assists clients. I have give a shout out to Perfect Flow Plumbing because that's one of my clients and he's out of Los Angeles. I've implemented a scheduling system and he's growing by leaps and bounds. Camille Flowers, shout out to you and Perfect Flow Plumbing. So if you need some plumbing, get in touch. Again, my website is www.louisehicks.com. You can always reach me. I implemented this Perfect Flow plumbing system. If there's anyone else out there that needs an automated system, because everything is going technology, remember. So, and I have a special guest coming in next Sunday, the 10th, which is Sis Cheryl out of, she's awesome, CPR. And we'll tell you what CPR stands for when she comes on the show on the 10th. And we'll be live here on Facebook. And I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about Brendan Depper's case. I want to shed some light on that because that's a sad situation. And that's down there in Florida. You may have seen the YouTube videos about that situation. So I'll be sharing some information about that, about this young boy who attacked a teacher's aide, and both are victims. So I'll be talking about that. So please, parents, parent your children. And I'm Louise Hicks, and I'm going to say bye-bye for now. See you later. Much love. Take care and be better parents. Thank you so much for watching and listening and supporting me. Aim to Purpose Radio. That's my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.